and welcome to Demon Interviews, episode 57. I'm your host, Springy, with our very special guest.
I'm Skywarped33. Thanks for having me on the show. Yeah.
Yeah. So, without further ado, our questions are very serious, so you're just gonna have to deal with us for a second. So, first, very serious question, very long, very lengthy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Would you rather go on a hike or eat Cheetos?
Well, I would probably say eat Cheetos, as long as it's like the puff kind. I know certain people really hate the puff ones, and then other people love them. I'm one of the people that just love puff Cheetos. But I don't do physical activities. I stay inside all day, so I don't, I wouldn't really do much of that.
I feel that, and I'm like about 50-50 on both. So I'm like, if there is a Cheeto, cool. Shove it in my mouth.
Best way to answer anything.
Just suck it all in like a vacuum. So the next question is, do you have any other new cosplays planned to do that you're able to tell us about without us having to give you $5 on Patreon?
Well, you found my TikTok, so you know about Springtrap already.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else is there? I'm looking at my shelf over there. I don't really have a whole lot planned past Springtrap at the moment. I am currently working on him, but then I've also postponed working on another one that I still want to finish, which I call Funtime Mangle, which it's kind of like an OC almost, but it's more of like a mixture of Funtime Foxy and Mangle together.
Yeah.
And I nearly finished it. I have like 3 pieces left to like officially finish the character, but then I was like, I want to start something else. So I started working on Springtrap, and then I'm like, well, I don't know if I'll ever finish the Mangle costume.
That makes complete sense to me. And as you can see from it might look very blurry. That phrase is just my wall behind me, so I actually know what you're talking about. So
Yeah, a lot of people don't get like the whole Funtime Mangle thing. They always are like, no, it's Funtime Foxy, or that's just Mangle. I'm like, well, technically, if you read the 3rd book, there's like a scene where he like turns into Funtime Mangle or whatever, and I'm like, that's what it's based on. And then everyone's like, that's not a real thing. I'm like, it is. It's in the books.
So the next question is, since you talked about a hair already, why did you start TikTok in the first place?
I did that as a joke.
Feel you there.
So I have this terrible thing of I started the app and then I now spend hours a time just browsing it and not getting any work done. So I downloaded it as a joke to like make lip sync videos and like act all goofy and things. And I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then I posted my Funtime Foxy puppet showcase video, and it blew up like crazy, and I gained like 10,000 followers, and I was like, guess I can't delete it now, so I guess I'll keep posting stuff. So it's like, I'm like, it's the price of fame. I have to keep TikTok. I can't delete it.
The fans, they need it.
No.
The next question is kind of the same thing, but why'd you start YouTube in the first place?
Oh, so YouTube has been like a dream job of mine for like a very long time, and I'm just now starting to be able to kind of do it as like a career, which is like the best thing ever, even though it is like an incredibly stressful job, just like trying to get content made and things like that. But I originally wanted to do, this is going to sound really weird, but I did stop motions for the longest time. And then I wanted to do like Transformer review videos where I would like review Transformer action figures and stuff because um, I'm a Transformer fan at heart, which was where I got the whole Skywarp33 from because it's Skywarp, and then I added the ED on there. I've got a little collection of just Skywarp figures, and then I've got a very large collection of regular Transformers. But yeah, I started it. I had to like convince my dad to let me actually have a YouTube account while I was still like living with them, and it was like an uphill battle because he was very strict on things. So like I was asking him for like a couple of years to actually start making a YouTube account, and then I'm like, low key, I'm kind of glad I didn't start earlier because then I would have even more cringy stuff at the very beginning of my YouTube channel. But yeah, it just sort of changed halfway through. I started with stop motions, and then I started doing Minecraft stuff, and then I built a puppet for the first time, and I was like, guys, look at this puppet. It's pretty neat. People seem to like that, so then I was like, I always like singing along to songs and things, and I was like, I could probably do a pretty cool like music video to this by playing like a character and then using the puppets in it as well. And that's sort of where everything started going from there. I still kind of try to use a little bit of stop motion every once in a while, and in one of my newer videos, the glitches all around me one, I actually have a clay figure I made, and I used stop motion to animate him in that video. So it was pretty fun. So maybe we'll take a look at that.
Maybe. So the next thing, as you may know, is the stereotypical YouTube thing that you have to say in every single video, which is don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns for this lovely fellow right here, leave them in the comments. Hopefully, we can get him back on and we can ask him your questions. If you want to find this amazing man, everything will be in the description. Just not the end of the video. because I say that at the same time.
I'm already done. It's like he's not that interesting.
Not even 10 minutes. So like we aim for like half an hour. It's like bye.
See ya.
So the next question is, what's the hardest thing about getting into one of your cosplays?
Getting into a costume.
Yeah.
Well, I would probably say getting like the undersuit on, because most of the time I don't have anyone to like help me zip up the little bodysuit. Luckily, I'm kind of flexible, so I can get it, but it like takes me a minute. Yeah. That's like the hardest thing. But then depending on the costume, sometimes the heads are like uncomfortable to wear for long periods of time. Because I go to conventions and stuff when I can afford to, and I wear the costumes for hours on end. And I'm like, I could have totally made this so much more comfy, but it looks cool at least. People like it, that's fine.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. I'll probably. Yeah.
Makes sense. So this is going to be coming from one of our past guests, a lot of guests. Shannon Carruthers on TikTok and on Instagram, both. You're going to be the star of a movie. Who would you want your co-star to be, and what would the movie genre be?
See, that's a good question. I always love Chris Pratt for some reason, like in every movie he's in. And then so I'd probably have him as like my co-star. I would want to be like an action adventure movie, but I don't know if I have like the acting prowess to pull off a full thing. So I'd rather do like a B horror movie.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm not good enough acting wise, like it still's okay because the rest of the movie's garbage too.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. I say that would probably be fun. I'll do the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'll play Purple Guy.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Um, since we're talking about cons already, how many have you gone to before?
I have been publicly cosplaying for 4 years. So I'm based out of Michigan, so I do a lot of like Michigan conventions. So I've been to Motor City Comic Con, Grand Rapids Comic Con, a couple really small ones here and there, and then UmaCon and Michigan Comic Con were some of the bigger ones that I've been to. And then most of the time, I can only go to like a couple at most in a month. So I try to limit myself because, you know, money is really hard to come by these days.
Oh, you're preaching to the choir here, buddy.
Yeah, so I try to go to at least like Motor City Comic Con and Grand Rapids Comic Con in a year. But then I also have other ones here and there if I'm free at the time, kind of thing. So I'd say like 4 or 5 at the most in like a year. So right.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot. Just in general.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I have a lot of costumes, so I like wearing them.
Hey, I feel you there.
Mhm.
What? This is coming from a fan on Instagram, or just on Instagram. A Charlie_Anderson 99. I have to make sure I say it right.
It's very important.
What is one thing you regret doing on camera?
So there's a really old video on my YouTube channel that I privated because I just couldn't stand it because my moderators found it and started posting it everywhere. Do you remember the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge?
Yeah.
Oh, I made the cringiest video possible. Where I was like, you know, I'm gonna be cool. I can kind of sing. Why not do like a Batman na 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 thing in the background, but then pitch it up so that it sounds cooler. And then I about die every time I think about the video now. So yeah, I privated it, and then when I reached I think it was 10K subscribers on YouTube, I was like, I'm going to react to this old video, and I watched it, and I was like, yeah, I'm glad it's not public anymore. So it's not good. Don't even look it up. There's me reacting to it. You can watch that, but don't do that. It's really bad.
Or do.
Well, I mean, feel free as long as I get monetization on the video.
Yeah, we never get anything.
I feel that.
The next question is just like the first one, very serious. Would you keep a pet zombie or would you kill it?
Would I keep it as a pet?
Yeah.
Are talking about like make it so it wouldn't be able to bite me or scratch me, and then like keep it on a chain? Because that I wouldn't be against, because I could like have a friend because I'm an introvert. If
just totally shown it, just
like I'd be like, yes, hug me, and he's like gumming my neck, but he can't actually bite me. So I'm just like, oh, I know, friend. It's been a rough day.
It's okay. I'll die one day.
I'll join you.
One day. One of your friends will get me, I'm sure. But so who is your biggest inspiration?
Just in general, or like YouTube channels?
One of each, or multiple of each, or one or the other, whichever way you want to take that question.
I would probably say the YouTube channel Corridor Digital. Have you heard of them?
I think so.
Yeah, so they do really good live action skits and like special effects and kind of things like that. Where they did the I don't remember what it was called, but it was like Nerf John Wick, where he had like a Nerf gun instead of like actual guns, and it's like this full fight scene thing. And then they did the Boston Robotics video that went viral like a month ago, where they like beat it up and then it pulls a gun on them. And then they've done a couple other like video game related ones too. They're pretty big, and if I ever met them, I'd probably die because I watch their videos all the time, and I would probably say they're probably the biggest inspiration to me personally, because they have a side channel where they do like a lot of behind the scenes related things, and coming from like an editor's perspective or trying to become an editor kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's really helpful, just like the way they go through and show off how to do certain special effects and all that kind of a thing. It's a pretty cool channel, so if you haven't seen it, go check them out. They're awesome.
Awesome. Now, very serious, very long question, also from a past guest. Just video got corrupted, and I don't know who it is. So,
okay,
that's always a fun thing. So if you see a very short episode, that's why. It's too late for me to get it back. Anywho, bacon ?
Oh, I really like bacon, but my body doesn't care for it because if I eat it, I don't feel good afterwards. But it tastes amazing.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So also
I
from
love
a past,
bacon.
hey, I feel you there. Also from a past guest, a Harley F. Quinn. Same episode, so nobody has any proof that they ever said this, but hey, I do. So
You know.
I know the secrets, and so do they. But from Harley F. Quinn, which is, what are those?
These are my Crocs.
Hey.
I'm not even wearing shoes at the moment, but I do have these shoes in the background. I don't know if you can see them. I got these back here.
just a full-on, like, Ennard.
Yeah, I had them. There was like Mach 1 of my Ennard costume shoes, where I made them like really tall and heavy and flat-footed, so I couldn't really walk in them, so I made better shoes later. So I'm gonna try to rework them for Springtrap's feet, actually. So, ooh, sneak peek.
So we're one more question. We'll go to videos, more questions, and then,
Sounds fun.
So the last question until we watch some of your videos is also a past guest, a Kin Ocelot. I think that's how you say their name.
Right.
Very weird names on TikTok. Favorite meme?
Ugandan Knuckles.
Hey, fine by me.
Wait. Let me show you something real quick. Gotta grab it. So, I'm at CG5, and I made a Ugandan Knuckles, and I had him sign it. Because he made the Find a Way like song, and I was like, yeah. He about died when he saw that I made it. He was like, how did you do that? I was like, I don't know, but please sign it.
Magic.
It was great. But dude, I found that meme the funniest thing for the longest time, and whenever someone brings it up, I'm just like, yes.
The power. So the next thing is going to be showing off some of his videos. It's going to be a little bit different because his videos are on YouTube. So I'm just going to show you a part of them because we're used to 15 seconds instead of 5 minutes.
I didn't realize you were referring to my TikTok when you wanted videos. So I was like, oh, this is some of my YouTube videos. And then I was like,
main content is YouTube, so this completely is fine with me. So,
yeah.
And because of copyright claims, because we never care about those. We can watch as much as we want.
There's also, I sent you kind of, I think 2 Five Nights at Freddy's one and a Bendy and the Ink Machine one.
You're correct.
And So I do mostly FNAF, but then I've also done some meme related ones, which I didn't end up sending you any, but I did the Area 51 Creeper, and then I did actually a live action Ugandan Knuckles music video where I just like cloned myself like 80 times and did a bunch of things. So yeah.
That's fun.
Oh,
And as
this
you
is
can
one
see
of my.
right here is his YouTube channel, and we are
Yeah.
already subscribed because we're follow because that's what we do.
Yeah.
So now we're going to watch at least some of it.
Oh, this is probably my favorite video I've ever made. So it took a very long time. It's a bit of a slow burn.
They have sent you a letter to come back home to play, but to your dismay, this isn't your day, for the happy fun time has begun to fade. Watch as we reanimate our corpses you've abandoned, or dismantled, or mishandled, but we won't be skipped and swayed. Trapped within these walls, you left souls to drip away, the ink decays, the walls at bay, the reckoning has come today, you say. Forest has no guts, cause you replaced it with mechanical strain, and tortured, but we move forward, this disorder kills your day. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure our
So
disease.
just so you know, the middle of this video is probably the best part. So
Okay.
The pharmacy, you die tonight. Tonight. Build a pharmacy, you die tonight. Tonight. Build a pharmacy, you die tonight. So you found all the pieces to initiate the pain. A venom stains, the night remains, but the ending's always just the same, no gain. Nod your head to the beat of death as you draw your last eternal breath. Sensations of an invasion start to course right through our veins. You say we have no brains, we just cartoons for your betrayal. To tell some tale, but a boat in sail. Sure, this inevitably unveils the veil. Flashes of eternal hate will flood the floor and clean your slate. Now we're the tools and you're the fools. A nightmare dominates. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure our dirty needs. For now you must build a pharmacy, you die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure our dirty needs. For now you must build a pharmacy, you die tonight.
yeah. I don't know if they
Reggie
could
looks
see me,
awesome.
but I was trying to lip sync.
Hey, it looks cool.
Yeah. So a lot of fun things I built for that video. Took me about 3 months to make from start to finish for that whole thing. So
It looks
it was,
awesome.
yeah, thank you. I had to build everything you see, so it's pretty fun. And then this was one of my videos that actually got a lot of views for once, and I was like, yeah. This next one here.
Awesome.
So
So we will.
that's my old intro.
Sorry, I got really into that for a second. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I really like that one too. Lots of fun things in that video.
Some of the animations look like they're going to be a part of like the new Finance Phase game, Finance Phase Help Wanted. Not Help Wanted. So Special Delivery, AR.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
the
So
Nightmare animatronics.
yeah. So that was kind of fun. Because I have an animator friend who sent me, like images of like animated characters, on like a green screen, and then I put it into the video, and then I was like, how do I blend this to look like they're actually there? Because it looked like they were just on top of wherever. So I like darkened it a lot and kind of made like an effect where it was like shimmery. Because I was like, well, what if it's kind of like the Twisted Ones or something? So I kind of was like doing it to make it kind of seem like when you look at them, they kind of like move around a little bit. Which is kind of what I was going for, but I don't know how well it came across when people watched it. But I think it ended up blending pretty well.
It looks awesome.
Thank you.
They all really do look awesome. And I noticed that I have seen your YouTube videos before. I remember when I was making my spring trap, I saw all these people making them. I remember you saying that you changed a part of your Enart suit to be Molten Freddy.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I remembered that. I was like, oh my god, I remember that video.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's me. Hello.
Oh my god.
All right, so this is a collaboration between me and Delvando, where he made a song and I made a music video to it. And on my channel, it has the good ending, and then on his channel, it's exactly the same until like the last 15 seconds, and then it has a bad ending. So it's a pretty fun project. We spent a while on it, so enjoy.
Awesome.
Jeremy hasn't been himself for quite a while. This simple game has slowly been making him deranged. For days he tried to prove where that dark monster hides. Now here he lies on the ground with his face right by his side. Back to test again, where it all began, with these tools which we're set to follow. How with these bugs by tomorrow, it is all around me. I will make you sorry for the trouble that you've often caused.
And if you guys want to watch the rest of those, you know where to go.
Ooh, gotta leave him wanting more. I
Exactly.
haven't watched that since I like posted it. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh.
And I will definitely be finishing watching that on both channels because I love Final Fantasy. As
thank you.
my wall will tell you. I have masks that I made just to use like one whole undersuit that has like the puppets and Bendy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Not anywhere near your level, but still.
Oh. Well, practice makes perfect. I always tell people that whenever they say I'm so much better at things. I'm like, I'm not really that better. I've just been doing it for a while, so.
That is true.
You know.
I completely do agree with that because this was my first big project because I have the whole thing, and I made a Venom puppet thing that one of our past guests helped me with, and it looks way smoother. I guess I would say.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a closet somewhere, so I can't pull him out to show you. But yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see any more of my music videos, I've got at least 5 or 6 Five Nights at Freddy's ones, and then the one Bendy and the Ink Machine one well, I think I have a second Bendy and the Ink Machine one, but it's really just me dressed up as Sammy Lawrence
Yeah.
on a black screen, so there's like nothing going on in that video. Um, and then I've got a bunch of meme related ones. So
Hey,
yeah,
that sounds awesome.
yeah.
Then now we just have a few more questions, and then the final 3 questions, and then we're done.
All
So,
right, sounds fun.
the first one is ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-da. Trying to make sure I read them correctly.
That's always important.
Yeah, make sure you read them correctly, or else. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten?
Best compliment. Well, I was actually at Grand Rapids Comic-Con, but I think it was like a month ago by now, but I was going to just like dress up in costume and stuff and go around and do like the regular things I do at conventions. But then I found out that the Nostalgia Critic from Channel Awesome was going to be there. He does like movie reviews, and he's like pretty popular creator, so I really wanted to get like his autograph and all that. I think I actually have. Oh yeah, it's in here. Ugh. So I got him to sign one of his posters for me, and I got to meet some of his like cast and crew, and like I was nervous going up to him because like I watch his videos regularly, and I was just like, hi, I like to build stuff. Here's a couple pictures of what I do. And stuff I posted on my YouTube channel. He's like, oh yeah, how's your YouTube channel? I was like, well, I'm actually just past 70,000 subscribers, and he was like legitimately surprised, and he was like, wow, that's really good, congratulations. I was like, thank you so much. And I about died inside because he was like, that is actually really impressive to do, and I was like, thanks. And then their costume guy, I came by later when I was in one of my cosplays, and they have like a dude that specifically works there just to build costumes for them, and he thought my stuff was really impressive, and I was just like, thank you so much. So I'd probably say in recent time that would probably be the one I would think of with them. So
that is amazing.
I know, I was stoked. I was like, thank you.
So, who from YouTube would you like to do a collab with IRL? Like you're both in the same room, so on and so forth.
Same room. That's a good one. I've had a lot of people say I should try to collab with Random Encounters, because like of like me building things and stuff. So that would be pretty cool, but I don't even know like where they're based out of. So they're probably in like LA or somewhere, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of far for me. But if like distance wasn't a problem, I would probably say either them or maybe CG5 in person, kind of a thing. Because I met him at a convention, which was like crazy because he announced it on his YouTube channel. He was like, "Yo, I'm going to this convention to do like a song or like a little stage performance thing." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's like right near me. I'm going." And then I sent him a message being like, "Yo, I'll build you a puppet if you tell me what character you like." And fun fact, in the video we just watched, the Foxy head that was on the desk that goes like that towards the camera, I actually gave that to CG5, so I don't have him anymore. But he thought it was really cool. So I've talked to him a few times, and he's pretty cool. I actually got him to, it's not in the same room, but for my newest project I'm working on, it's called When Fate Comes Knocking. It's like an original project. I got him to make a cameo in part of it. So that's gonna be fun. I was actually editing on that like all day, so
It's in your mind. That is actually really awesome, and remind me about the random encounters thing a little bit later because I actually have their email and it's a public email, so I can just give it to you.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And if you want to see their episode, it's episode 50. To everybody at home.
I think I actually, when I was scrolling through your page, I was like, oh, they did get random encounters, and then I watched like the first 5 seconds of it, and I was like, this looks pretty neat. So yeah. I was like, I might have to go back through and rewatch the rest of it just to see what they say.
That was one of the hardest ones right there to get people on the show. It took 3 months in advance to get a scheduling.
They're like, sorry, we're very busy, and I'm just like, yeah, next week works. That's fine.
and we love that you're on the show.
The
next the next question is: Is there any Comic-Cons that are coming up that you would like to talk about?
Comic-Con.
Or just any con, or really?
Well, I really want to go to VidCon this year, but I don't know if I'll be able to afford it because it's like out of state. So that really depends on if my YouTube channel suddenly takes off and I can afford food and rent and plane tickets.
Hey, so that would be like the exposure of at least 199 more people.
Yes, I thank you dearly. You put the food on my table. I need food to survive. Believe it or not, I do not just drink only water.
You're not the actual. You're not an actual animatronic.
Believe it or not, though, people do think that I can play really creepy characters. So I'm like, okay. I've just got the stare down. That's really it.
The creepy stare is always the fun way to go.
Yeah, literally all you do is you put on a big smile and then you like tilt your forehead down and that like makes you like 3 times more intimidating for like anything. It's just like kind of a thing. Oh, it's like
that actually did look very creepy.
Dude, lighting is like the most important thing I've ever figured out because like with my webcam you can't really see very well, but with my actual camera, if I light the scene properly and then if I put like a light that's down pointing up and do like the lean forehead thing, I could look really creepy. And I do that whenever I play Purple Guy for my Five Nights at Freddy's videos, or when I play the creepy evil version of myself that is in the big project I'm working on right now. Which I have a trailer up for it. I just posted the other day. I'm hoping to finish it this week if everything goes well. I've been literally working on it for like a year, so hopefully, yeah. I can like elaborate on it more if you want, or we can just move on.
Whichever way you want to go, because as of this recording, your episode will be coming out next Wednesday, not the upcoming one, but the
okay.
Yeah, so
maybe it's done by now. Ooh. Yeah, so I guess the easiest way to describe it as, do you know Markiplier at all?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I pretty much stole the concept of a date with Markiplier to do like a choose your own adventure style video, where it's a total of 22 videos, 6 endings, and a bunch of ways to die. And it pretty much it's the like storyline for it is I'm working on regular things and then this creepy clone black and white monster version of myself shows up and tries to murder me. What do you do? Kind of a thing. So it's like I think the first option is like, do you want to run away inside or run away outside? And then it kind of goes from there. I've got like 2 videos left to finish up, and then I can finally post the whole thing, and I'm just so excited for it. So I'm hoping it won't flop because I've been working on it for like a year. So.
I hope it doesn't for you as well. Yep,
thank you.
That's the sentence I'm going with. And I will definitely be watching it because, I like those type of things. But now it's just the final 3 questions, and then you can go back to YouTubing.
Yeah.
Because now we use YouTube as a verb.
YouTubering. That is the word.
So the first question is, would you ever come back to the show?
This show? Yeah, I probably would.
The next question is, who would you like to see on the show in the future?
Oh, just to like interview?
Yeah. For me to try and bug them enough. To bug people enough.
I would probably say you might be able to bug Delvando enough. He makes music videos, or music and stuff. He's the guy that helped me do the Glitches All Around Me one. He's funny. He like rarely responds to like my Discord messages though, so good luck with that. It'd be cool if you got CG5, because then I'm like be like a little fanboy in the corner, just like, oh, I know. Like I've met him and he's cool, but like I'd probably like hyperventilate if he was in the room with me again.
Yeah, I feel like that.
If he watches this is gonna be awkward.
First video I send.
No.
The last question, and then we'll let you go and YouTube go do the
Did you still want to see Springtrap? I can show you.
Oh yeah, sure. If you want to show, we can do that first.
Oh yeah, let me grab them. I gotta take my headphones off.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Okay, I just gotta get in the camera here. Whoa. I can hear the responses. This is how it goes. Alright, so he's not done yet still, but this is him so far. So he's built entirely out of foam and plastic and things. His ears are pretty cool. I still have a lot of painting to do, so I gotta paint like these bits and like the inside of his ears and add his like eyelids and things. And then I'm planning on just painting the whole thing with like red, green, brown, and different splotches all over. And I still gotta add his teeth and nose, which that reminds me, this is like a funny thing. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not taking my headphones off this time. That's fine. Okay. Whoa. So there's this weird thing I've noticed where characters, whenever I build them, they look slightly off until you actually put like any sort of nose in front of it. So it's like, okay, creepy rabbit. Well, now that's Springtrap. Creepy rabbit. Now it's Springtrap.
Yeah.
What is with that?
It actually does work. It weirdly works.
I know, it's like that thing that draws your eyes to the center. It's just like, wow, suddenly, who is this? Who are you?
It's like Superman and like Clark Kent. Who are you? Superman.
But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with him so far because he's able to lift up and have a creepy skull face underneath. The back is actually interesting because it's got this piece here that's attached by a magnet, and then this is like a part of a mop handle that is pretty much just a joint that's strong enough to hold it up, and then when I bend it, it disconnects and then it reconnects, kind of a thing. It's strong enough to like not break his head whenever I put it on and off, so I was like, wow, this thing works well.
Well, works, man. Makes sense.
Yeah. Do you have any costume questions for me that you can think of?
I will definitely have 20 million of those after.
Okay, that works for me. I'll send him
this is just felt and glue, and like you can't be able to see it, but it's like little tiny wires.
Oh yeah, little fuzz.
Floral wire and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I still gotta add a ton of wires to my one. When I'm done, he's gonna be practically prickly.
Yeah, I mean that's what Springtrap is. It's kind of like a prickly, dirty bunny.
Yeah, I'm really excited for finishing mine because have you seen those like animations people have made where it's like Springtrap interview, and they used like some random dude who can do like a good Springtrap impersonation to do like a bunch of voice clips. I want to take like the audio for that and set up like my dark room stuff and just get like a lot of really up close things of like Springtrap talking to that and do it like as like a little skit video. I think that would be the funnest thing.
Cool. That'd be really, really cool. But the final question that I'm going to post on here, because because busyness. So the last question of today is: do you have any questions for any future guests?
Future guests. Let's see. Good questions. I gotta come up with the best questions. You should just ask them if they're a secret furry or not.
Hey, I mean, that works.
Are you a gamer or are you a furry? No.
Oh, there was a war on TikTok about that.
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe the things I got through. So, a lot of people, I don't personally identify as a furry in any way, but people keep thinking I am because I made Lefty and other characters. I'm like, it's a robot. It's not an animal. I'm not a furry, I swear. Sort of
I get those same comments about my dude too. I understand. If anybody understands, out two of us.
I'm not a furry. I'm a gamer. I swear.
I'm the weird. I'm just the weirdo with a bunny head.
Aren't we all?
But before we go, do you have any questions for me or about the show at all before we end off?
Oh, well, you already said that it's going to be next Wednesday, or currently today when you're watching this.
Or last week, 5 years ago.
Depends on what you... It's still 2019 as of right now. How about the 2030 crowd? How's it going, guys?
Yeah. You're in 2030. Like this like this video.
I don't really have a lot. Like, I saw your little mask there. It's starting to look like a pretty good thing. Like I always tell everyone, I'm like, you got to start somewhere when you build things. It's like, you'll the more you do, the better you'll get, kind of a thing. So it's like perseverance and all that kind of stuff.
My mistake with him is having small pieces of felt and just trying to put it on. I just need a roll of like just one color.
I would say so. That would probably help.
Yeah.
I go to Meijer I go to Walmart. Is it? Yeah, Walmart, and they have like a fabric section. You can buy felt by the yard there. So that's what I use.
Mine did. I have a discount card with them. Well, anyway, thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thanks.
I highly appreciate it because nobody else is here. But all of the team appreciates it too. And thank you all for watching. And at least I will see you in the next video. Bye.